So, I don't know if you can see me because it's really dark in my room. And I've decided to do another show. And is it on? Okay, let's go ahead and put this on Facebook if I can. I don't know if I can. I'm gonna share it. Okay, never mind. That is not sharing to Facebook right now for some reason. So I don't know if you can see me, but look at my shirt. Who's a Dexter fan? Okay, it ripped, so I have to resew it again. And it's really made out of some cheap material, but that's okay. I got it for like $20, and I've never found another one. So. Anyways, today I'd like to talk about the Moulin Rouge, and I don't know why, but it's been a pressing thing on my head. And when I have that feeling, I have to do it. So I don't know why. And it's kind of hot. You want me to put the air conditioner on just a little bit more? Let's put it down to 60. Okay, never mind. It only goes to 60. All right. So I get on the bus and I go down these streets and I see these abandoned buildings, and of course it's going to happen, because it was built a long time ago. But it makes me sad. But anyway, so we're going to start with, everybody knows Moulin Rouge is in France. Paris. And I think it's also in Lovely. It was also in Las Vegas, and everybody probably knows that. But it's been forgotten. Now, sorry, can't see anything. Hold on, let me just adjust it a little, because you know me. Never prepared. Something I'll have to practice, I think. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I lost my marbles and my hairbrush, so I haven't brushed my hair in like a week. So pardon the frazzled hair look there. I drank 7 cups of coffee. It was like 10 cups of sugar, so it actually lasted me about a half an hour before I passed out. So the Moulin Cabaret. Why am I talking about this? Because it's very historic in Las Vegas. And entertainers and artists were able to have some kind of freedom by having a place that they can. Somebody says it's dark, you can't see it. Oh, I know. Okay. Well, that I'll have to fix that next time. I guess I have bad lighting. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I don't have any more lights right now, but I will definitely get on that next time. So, yeah. So here we go. The Moulin Rouge was founded in 1889, and that was in Paris. And by Joseph Aller and Charles Sidler, located in a Montmartre neighborhood. I don't know what I said. Okay. I don't know what that means. So I can't read my writing. Oh, it had several transformations, from cabaret to theater, music hall, and dancers popping out of cakes. That sounds exciting. Um, more than 120 years. The first French can dancers, and I thought I'd put their names right there. That's the first French can dancers. And I'm gonna do another one. I'm not like all into like dancers and stuff like that, but I think it's interesting because I live in an entertainment city, and also I might cover a few places that were on in Las Vegas that were on like Main Street or something. or Las Vegas Boulevard, I'm not sure. And they're condemned, and I'd like to do some of those too later. So, and that's where the railroad, where the Colorado train came from, in between towns, and then they had like these really cool places where the cowboys and all this, you know. And so I really would like to do that. You know what I'll call? Let me write that down. I'm gonna call that the Wild Wild West. Wild Wild West. Wild West in Las Vegas. Am I gonna get in trouble for that, guys? I don't know. Who cares, right? I get in trouble for it. So it doesn't matter. Okay, so where were we? It inspired international artists. Now you got to remember what was going on in the 50s. What was that? Okay. Well, we know what was going on in the 50s, and it's a subject that nobody really wants to talk about, but that's the truth. You know? So, this place inspired people. Entertainment inspires people. And it had a dance floor, an extravagant decorations. And in 1915, this is in Paris, after a fire, it was rebuilt. Thank goodness, right? And an actress, singer, and entertainer, Miss Knitt, became co-director, thus leaving a mark on history. On the Second World War, it turned into a dance club after she left. And oh yeah, and so you know, a bunch of soldiers came and you know got to drink and dance and talk to people and watch entertainment from their hard work in the wars stuff. Ones that made it, you know, and you know we all have people that were in the army or in the Navy, whatever, you know, that are defending countries and stuff. And so usually almost every family member has at least one person. I know my grandfather was in some kind of war. I don't even know where it was. And he made it. So, and my family's very secretive. I get different stories on like a lot of things. Like my mom, my dad, they tell me like I don't even know what's the truth, you know, because what am I working with? I work with people that don't even know what they're talking about, you know. So I have to I had to go on Ancestry.com just to find out that the Nizzolos, real quick, I found some of them in Tuscany, Italy, and then Puglia. And when they came to America, they got on the boat, came to America, and they went and enlisted in mostly the Navy. Is what my family did. We had a lot of Navy, and a lot of them, you know, came back and took care of their families. Anyways, enough about us. So Edith Piaf, if you remember that entertainer, very, very wonderful entertainer. And Yves Montand in 1944, they remodeled it. Oh, this is somebody else, sorry. I think I was thinking of somebody else. Anyways, I kind of put this together kind of quickly because I'm kind of tired today. Vincent Archuleta reclaimed the cabaret's soul with dining. So you were entertained during dining. This place is, you know, from 1889, and it's still open in Paris, by the way, and they have one in Laughlin, I think I mentioned that. It's a long time of entertainers and memories and just people being able to, you know, forget your problems and stuff. And we're talking about like the flamingo dancers out here. We're not talking about strippers and stuff, which is fine too. I come from a family of strippers, and I really hate when people make fun of them. But I don't really care, actually. But we're talking about, you know, we're talking about the cabarets, the dancers that very skilled. So, and then, so you got to eat while you were entertained. can't see it as name. Fury and the. Oh, there's 80 artists that still perform in that splendid room. And so that's a little bit on. Do I have any pictures of the one in Paris? I don't think I do. I think I just got the pictures from Vegas. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to start this. And now we're going to Las Vegas one. The history on the one from Las Vegas. Now the reason why I say is because every time I go on a bus and I find it and I see it, I find it very sad. There's nothing built there, or there's, just, I mean, it was only open for 6 months in Las Vegas, so it opened. Okay, sorry. It opened on May 24th, 1955 in Las Vegas. It's actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to say where it is, but it's Talmananza. And it's like an eyesore now. It's really sad. It was only open for 6 months. I can't believe that. And so people were here from the post-war. They also came. So in the 50s, we got the World War II guys. They're real tired. They're tired. There's all that stuff going on, and they need a drink. They need a drink, and they need some entertainment. Wait, I got to cut for a commercial really quick. Hold on a second. Now coming, body wash. They didn't want me to. It's going to be backwards. I'm sorry. I don't know how to flip this way. They told me not to do this commercial. They said, do not do this commercial. And so that's why I'm doing it. So body wash. It's the original lavender and mint. Okay. And it shows a dog, but actually it's for people. I use it all the time. And what it says is maximum huggability. There's nothing like snuggling up with your furry friend after a bath with body wash. This gentle 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner is specially formulated to clean and moisturize you while providing a soothing bath experience because of lavender, and it smells good. Therapeutic power of mint creates a calming scent made with natural herbs and oils and free of harsh ingredients. Body wash leaves you feeling refreshed. You might not want to let go. And I'm going to just tell you a little bit about what's in body wash really quick. And it's made in the USA. Look at that. Yeah, can you see that? We like all sorts of products from all around the world. But see that right there? And so the ingredients is coconut, aloe vera, essence of lavender, essence of mint, chamomile extract, sage, nettle extract, rosemary, and wheat protein, which is a natural deodorizing agent, tea tree oil, and vitamin E and vitamin C. Shake well, coat it on real good, rub vigorously into your hair, and then rinse well with a towel. Follow up with body rinse and body splash. Then reward your friend and yourself with plenty of buddy biscuits. Okay? And I have buddy biscuits, but they're in the other room. Okay, so, welcome back to the show. And I'm sure I'm boring, but I'm bored. So I'm entertaining myself. I was going to do another show with one of my friends, but I can't get a hold of her. She works all the time, and I can't do anything, so. Don't smoke. It's bad. You're a slave to the cigarette. Okay. So, where was I? Okay, so in 1955, it opened. I can't believe it was only open for 6 months. And it was the first racially integrated casino of the United States of America. That means that was here, guys, in Vegas. Wow. Is very interesting and very wonderful place. Now, I call it, it's a city. And I say sometimes that I hate it here, but I hate everything. So it doesn't matter. I really don't hate it here. I like it here. I'm just bored. And my son's a Vegas boy. So, I'm showing around, and he's been on the strip and downtown since he was 2, in the stroller and dancing and all that stuff and getting him out, so I think that it's actually interesting that he's a Vegas boy. I wasn't raised in Vegas, and but I've been here so long that it feels like I have. I actually miss New York a whole lot, but my dad moved from Brooklyn, and he went to the freaking woods, or he's feeding deer and stuff, which is good. Actually, I'm glad he's over there. It's just that I just wanted to visit him in the city, and I can't. He told me to save my money, but I don't save money. I spent it. So I try to tell him. Anyway, okay. I wish I could. It's usually, when I spend a lot of money, I usually am able to make more. But since I haven't been making more, I'm going into debt. And pretty quickly, actually. So I'll figure it out. I gotta do something here soon. And it's not gonna be hard sense. Like I said, I got that business that I have to start up here soon, because I cannot have a normal job, guys. I can't. After that lady gave me the car, you don't understand. I'm out of service, basically. I can't help nobody. I can barely help myself right now. Slip on train tracks. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. All right. So now this also had. It was called the 6-month sensation. That's what he called it. 6-month sensation. That's terribly short. It had an effect on civil rights movement years after bankruptcy forced the doors closed. Moulin Rouge offered a place entertainers and people got together and formed an alliance. Back then, there was a lot going on all around the world, not just Vegas. It was everywhere. And that's when a lot of people got their right. We had to fight for the rights. My grandparents were from like the islands and stuff and all that. And they came here, and I had mentioned that my grandpa was smart. He came here and he bought a gas station, and then they had a farm, and then they came to Vegas and got a security company. And then by chance, somehow I got into security for 9 years. I did that, and then I had to leave the casino. I'm really sad. But anyways, sorry. I even sent them an email telling them how much I missed working. And then I was sorry for being such a failure, because they really put up with me. I swear to God. So bankruptcy forced their doors closed after 6 months. Who knows what happened? And it's not easy to keep business open anywhere. There's so much competition. And so women got their rights in the 50s, right? Blacks got their rights around 60s. We're talking 60s. I think it took a while. And whoever else, I don't know. That's the only ones I know about so far. And so, really, there hasn't been much. We've only been in freedom for maybe a little over 60 years, if you really want to think about it. Women were slaves of men, which is fine if the man was good. If he was beating on you, you wanted to run to the fields and stuff. And what did they do? So I think that's why women wanted their rights, and of course the blacks wanted their equal rights also. So, anyways, it's very important to remember this place. And I should do one on women's rights too. But see, I'm not one of those women that women's rights, we gotta have rights. I think we got pulled away from the children. Okay, I mean, I don't like it. Who raised my son? My brother. My people in the world, you know, like one time I saw this lady in a wheelchair and I had to grab her and say, "Can you watch my son?" I mean, I didn't know what to do. I didn't have parents were very long, you know, I ran away a lot. I started working at 15 and a half. And I'm home this lady. I don't know. Anyways, long story. Forget it. Forget it. You don't want to know. I mean, I had to pay people's parents. I did. I got a job at Hollywood Video and I had to pay people's parents just to stay there because they didn't want to stay home. There's nobody there. I should have just had parties, honestly, but I wasn't like that. I just went to party. Because this way I could leave, you know, and there was no damages at the house. They damaged everything somewhere else. Anyway, fun times though, by the way. I had a lot of good times there. Okay, so this was an important place, very very important place because black entertainers couldn't really perform on the strip, and they could with exceptions, as we know, um, and that's the way it was around the whole entire world. So it's not like it was just Vegas. Who's who texted me? Who's that? Oh yeah. Hold on, guys. I have a text. I'm not sure if you can see this. I really hope that. Let's see. I'm not home right now. Okay. Let me just tell her okay real quick. Okay, that's cool. Thank you so much. That's really nice of you. Thank you so much. That would be great. Okay, I will. And I have something for them, actually. These really cool stones that I found. They're like, there's crystals, and I should probably show you. I don't know if you can see though, because my lighting is really bad. There we go. All right. Yeah. Okay, sorry about. I always have something going on. A whole lot of nothing. So, no action, no nothing, but that's okay. You know, who needs action, right? I mean, but when you don't have action, then you start doing things that are like out of normal. They're not normal. At least that's what I do. I don't know why I do this. Okay, so back to the civil rights movement. Um, very bad times, but they made it happen. Is the important part. And okay, so after okay, so the Moulin Rouge offered a place for entertainers, and people to form an alliance and to get on the strip too. So like if you were an entertainer that came from somewhere else, or you know wherever, that kind of opened the door for you to work on the strip also. But the doors shut in 1955, almost 6 months later, and it was boarded up for decades. Let's go ahead and show pictures real quick. I'm gonna have to put it towards the light now. I want to show you, and they're in black and white. They're on color printer right now. And I have the names of these entertainers, and some of them I know, but I don't know them. I mean, I recognize them anyways. So we're by the light now. Okay. So can you see this? I don't know. This is very hard for me to do right now because I'm not there. Now you see that picture there? That's a really cool picture, actually. That was when it opened up, and it was really nice. And those cars look freaking cool, aren't they? Don't you wish they made cars like that? Okay, and then here were some of the entertainers, and you guys, especially the older generation, will recognize these ones. These are what made this place happen, guys. Okay, girls and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happened. Okay, it was on the news. Now, I'm going to show you the picture first because then I got to read it. I don't know if you can see that very good. So that says, future of historic hotel up for debate. Now, people have been debating about this property. They want to open it back up, but then a lot of people don't. So, because it's pretty, so there's a council meeting. This was also on the news. I don't know when. It's probably a long time ago. You see how people care about it, though. These people right here were neighbors fighting the county over the Moulin Rouge site. But maybe they have something else in store for that area, and so we'll have to see what they're gonna do. Now look, where they have the Moulin Rouge sign is in the neon sign area, where they have all the old Vegas signs. So it's being preserved. And I have never been, I've been outside that place. I never went in there because I just look through the window usually. And so hey, there's light right there. Somehow you got light. So I don't know, did you see that? So that's what it looks like when you go past the, that's what it looks like. Can you believe this? Over 50 years. Over 50 years. Actually, I think it's been bulldozed. But that's okay because it's, it's a memory. And people have to hold on to memories. And even though it's not important now, it was very, very important then. And so we know who performed there. Didn't I write that down? Well, we know Sammy Davis Jr. performed there. He also was but he was one of the very little amount of people that were allowed to work on the strip. He's a very wonderful singer. And actually, I knew this guy. And he started singing these songs, like doing this and all that, And I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm singing Sammy Davis Jr. songs. And I'm like, oh, because at first I had no idea what he was doing. And it was kind of weird. Because I wasn't used to that music. I'm used to like, music and all that stuff. So I was like, what are you doing? And then I realized, oh, okay, and that he sounded just like Sammy Davis Jr. actually. So he was quite proud of it. Yes, honey. Excuse me. Where's he at? I don't know. He's probably in the backyard.
It was just a room.
He was in his room? He was in your room?
Yeah, kept trying to climb up my back.
Yeah, he does that. He climbs my body.
What's that?
It's a knife.
No, I meant the board and everything.
Oh, that's my candle wax. Because yeah. But I can strip it out.
No. I was just curious. I just saw it there. And I was curious what it was.
So what are you doing? Oh wait, can you not smell the pillow? I'm sorry. I'm seeing I like it. Sorry. So what are you doing?
No, I'm not really feeling real great. I tried looking for some stuff for Ricky, and the parameters he gave me were so specific, it was hard for me to find anything. Yeah, at a decent price.
Okay, well we'll just go to the store then. Maybe Saturday. Probably.
Or Sunday, depending on how we feel.
Okay.
Saturday would be a better day though, because the buses run more often.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm live on YouTube right now. I'm just let you know. No, you're fine. You can hang out. You don't have to go anywhere. That's my husband. He usually likes to walk behind naked, but this time he has his clothes on. Yeah. Anyway, next time he does that, I told him I was going to take pictures of him and sell them on the internet.
He would pay you to take them all. Unless they saw me naked.
Okay. So, we didn't talk about anything else?
No, I just want to spend a little time with you.
Oh, yeah.
Haven't been doing it much, like, because I don't feel like it. I thought, well, but you're.
I know. I'm a hermit, honey. I'm just a hermit. I don't know what to say. I've been like this before.
Well, here, don't let me interrupt you from your thing.
So, okay, so the signs went to the Neon Museum.
Let's leave her alone to do her thing.
And more than 50 years ago it closed. Which is,
Leave her alone to do her live thing. Welcome. Welcome.
He's my director also. For, I'm not going to say the company. Ooh! Oh, did she bite you?
She snapped at me.
Oh my goodness. She want to stay in here. Is that Gizmo?
Oh, that welcome.
Okay. Kizzy? Wait, hold on. Oh, no. That's why we call her Loco. She's a little. I bite too, though. Sometimes. On occasion. Not very hard, but dang, I need another pack of cigarettes. Oh my god. These ones are called This. Can you believe that? They're called This. They're so cheap. But they're alright. I don't care. I'm not supposed to be smoking anyways, but I do. I'm just a chain smoker. That's my downfall. One of many. Alright, so do y'all know about the Neon Museum? It has the silver slipper's still on the strip. I think they have it. See, they have like the old Vegas signs, some of them decorated on the strip, and then they have some of them that are at the Neon Museum. So, city leaders tore it down because of several fires. So when it was abandoned and all that, there was several fires, probably because people were like, homeless people were sleeping there or something. That's usually the case. So they're like, let's tear it down. And then over the years, community leaders have tried to push for redevelopment. But some embrace the past memories, while others wish just to relive. While others wish for re-life in the future. How many of you think that the Moulin Rouge should be reopened, or at least, at least something? I think it would be a cool idea. I think that part of town needs a re-up, because it's a historic part of town. It's one of the first areas of town, and I actually have a picture of the very first house that was built in Las Vegas, and it's on what they call the northwest side, and it's a beautiful house. It looks like a castle, and they preserved it the whole time. It's not dilapidated or anything. It's really nice, and I think they have meetings there and all sorts of stuff. I'm not going to say where it is, but it's absolutely beautiful. And I actually have a picture that I lost, so I'll have to go back down. I wish I had a car. If I had a car, you guys, I would have shows all the time, and I haven't filmed in who knows how long, because it was getting depressed and stuff for a moment because I feel like a loser. So, but I got it. I snap out of it pretty quick. I'm in it for a day or two, and then I get out of it and I go in and things like that. So, but don't worry, I'm not before I go down, I'm like, no, I usually don't stay down for very long. It can't keep a cat down. They got 9 lives. And I think I'm on 8. I don't know. I should have been killed like 3 times already. Should have died. And I somehow made it. So I have a reason and purpose to be here. That's how I see it. I have no idea. I don't know what. It's got to be my boys. But, and that's a wonderful thing. I really love them. They're so cute. I don't know how they got that cute. So, one's real tall. God, he's like, I don't even know. He's like super tall, and he's only 15. When the hell did he get that tall? I don't know. It must be some of my foul birds are very tall, so I got gypped. I got the short legs. Me and my grandma. So, okay. Some are pushing for redevelopment, and some are not. It is or was on the National Register of Historic Places. Black entertainers would perform on the Strip and stay at the Moulin Rouge. Total gaming space was 8,125 square feet. Number of rooms was 116. That must have been pretty interesting times. The closing date was in October 1955. The casino host was Joe Louis, an ex-heavyweight boxing champion who owned 2%. And it said the place was a color of green, meaning it was very successful until it went into bankruptcy, obviously. Back in the 1950s, Las Vegas had a population of approximately 24,000 people. Do you know how many we have now? Boomtown, boomtown. We are still boomtown, going past the mountains, almost. I have a friend actually that bought some land from in between Vegas and Laughlin, and it's just complete desert, or it was about 10 years ago, and now they're developing light systems. So he should be about 50, 60 by the time there's development, and he might be able to make some money off that land. And I don't know what the purpose of why I said that, but but boomtown, you invest in things and you wait for it to happen. That's a long time to wait. I'll see it. I would be very impatient. We're at almost 2 million people now in Vegas. What is the miles on that? I don't even know, but do you know how the buses are crammed? I mean, you're like standing out. Most of the time they're fine, but sometimes you're standing up and it's like, oh my God, like it's like New York is packed. Okay, guys, I love New York. I'm going to say this right now. New York is the most beautiful place in America. I don't care who tells me it's not. It is the most beautiful place in America. It's mostly concrete, but it has a lot of parks and it is so full of people that I'm thinking that Vegas might have to start going up like this, how New York did. Does. Okay, so so in the 1950s, when it was only the population of 24,000, it was smaller than Allentown, Pennsylvania. And casinos were erected to serve prosperous post-war customers. Josephine Baker was called the Creole Goddess. And I actually have a picture of her. She's in the, if you go to one of, where did we go? I take my son to the museums a lot. And they have history on that too. What was that? Wasn't the Smith Center? I can't remember. I'll find out. Okay, so I hope that was very entertaining for you. And keep in mind that nothing goes away and there's always memories as long as you keep it in your mind. And don't ever forget what you believe in and love. So have a good day, and I'm going for like 4 more cups of coffee just to stay awake.